Hi everyone, welcome back to Open With Me. And this is not a magazine as such, it's actually quite a thick book that comes out from time to time. This is 100 Days of Crochet, issue 23. Love to craft every day, it says here. So we have quite a bit in here, I should think. We've got amigurumis. Well, I want to say that that's a kangaroo with the little Joey. We've got wreaths, which seem to be very popular for Easter right now. We've got an unusual kind of square cushion. And we've got these things, flowers, I guess they are. Got little tiny, looks like ball bearings in them. Seeds, maybe. We've got this, like, I'd say cardigan, but it doesn't do up. Socks that are kind of squares, and we've got 60 crochet plus crochet projects: blankets, toys, bags, beanie hats, baby set, comforter, pet bed, rug, scarves, mitts, baskets and cushions, newbie friendly makes, expert tips, skills builder and stash busters, 10 gorgeous garments. Nope, that's just an advert on the back for Let's Knit. Okay, righty-ho, get crochet confident with our step-by-step guides. So if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And let's get stuck in, shall we? Right, there's the contents page. We've got, I don't know, the headbands. We've got another little kind of waistcoat type cardigan, but this time it has buttons. We've got a dolly. We've got a little Red Riding Hood. I can't think of anything else to call it other than that. Cape with a hood. We've got something that's unidentifiable to me. The cushion and a lovey. Obviously there's lots more because we've got ones that can be done in a day. That's good, isn't it? That they've kind of sectioned it off like that so that, you know, quick makes, weekend make, big projects, skill school, freestyle. I often do that. Make it with mum and all the best. So, we've got your 100 days diary. Well, they're a bit small, these thumbnails, so, but you've got day 1 to 2, you've got your wreath, day 3, done in a day, weather toys, sort of wall hangings and stuff like that. We've got cakes, I can see. We've got little booties, we've got headbands. So there's lots of little things, but hopefully there's lots of things to challenge us as well. So Corinne's top 6 tutorials. I won't be featuring amongst them. Fringed feathered hanging. So if you're into your wall hangings and you want ones that look like a load of feathers, then that's for you, but it's not for me. Challenge yourself. Craft yourself calm. Definitely need that. Definitely need to craft myself calm. I've had a busy morning. Okay, so we've got weather toys. So really, I guess it's just a mobile with raindrops coming from a cloud. That's an unusual idea. And we've got some more make it with mum bits. Big raindrop, a sunshine, raindrop mobile. And it's a chameleon. There you go. I said it was unidentifiable, but who'd have thought it'd be a chameleon? I guess it is colour changey. So he's a chameleon by Heather Gibbs. I won't tell you all the designers. I'll probably forget some of them. I probably have already. So this is baby dragons. Now they're quite cute. And they would be nice and quick because they're small. And there's an egg. You can make an egg. So that could come out of his eggy. Fidget key ring. Fidget? It's not really, is it? It's just round. But and a book, Mindful Crochet, that's been around for a very long time. Sandwich pouches. Sandwich pouches. Make your lunch, take your lunch to work in these pretty eco-friendly carriers. Wouldn't you get fibre in your sandwich? That, you want to put your sandwich in some yarn? I don't know about that one. Evening bag. More like a day bag, really, I think. Unless you wanted to make it with some glitz and some gold, or maybe then it'd be an evening bag. Mandala sandals. Oh, I bought loads of those last year, didn't I? Loads of flip-flops and I never got round to doing it. Story of my life. I can do them this year, though. A sloth toy. I like the sloth. I don't know what it is about sloths, but they've got a bit of a soft spot in my heart, little sloths. Now, this is a chunky cowl hood, which isn't a bad idea. I mean, it might be spring outside, but it's still a bit parky. Doesn't take a lot to become horrible either. It is a kangaroo, a cuddly-roo, with a bubby, with a little Joey. They called it Baby Roo, but I'd have called it Joey. This is what they are, isn't it? Dummy buddies. So put on your end of your soother and a little rattle ring. Men's beanie. Wonder why it's a man's beanie. Do we not all have round heads? Could be like, make it in different colours and it'd be a girly beanie. And maybe you like manly colours. Trendy mitts. Wardrobe set. So do you remember when you were young? I don't know, people still do that or not, but you used to have lots and lots of padded coat hangers. I don't think I've got room in my wardrobe. My clothes are sandwiched in, so there wouldn't be room for padded hangers. There's barely room for plastic hangers. They get broken. Sausage dog duo. Now, the sausage dog would be one for me, wouldn't it, with my sausages saying. I think it was my son Mike who got me onto that, sausages. Oh, a yoga mat bag. Now, that's not a very good design, is it? Look what's just happened. I was going to do this as a giveaway, but it's a bit on the cracked side now. I'd have to take it back and get a new one, wouldn't I? That's not good, is it? Really? It will start falling apart. So if you want to make a yoga mat case, that's for you. Sweet storage. So you can make, rather than a basket, you can make a cupcake. It's kind of cute. Floral corsage, that is. Bit of a chunky corsage. I mean, those flowers don't exactly look kind of, well, they weigh a bit, to be honest. This is a make with mum, so again, it's just kind of embellishing. Baby booties. I'm still a bit annoyed about that coming apart like that. It's not good, is it? I know it's only a book, but goodness gracious. Flower headband. It's meant to last more than one page turn, isn't it? So here we've got organise your stash. Yeah, have you seen my stash, dear? Something for the weekend. That never used to mean crochet, but, we'll go with it. So this is a wreath. We've got the geometric cushion and one that's kind of plain. Stop it. Lightweight lace scarf. Not pretty, actually. Baby sleep set. Oh, I was going to say it would be nice, but it's just row after row after row of the same stitch, and I don't always like that. It's just so, I don't know, Magoo. Dress me up, Dolly. If you want to dress her up. She comes with a little headband and a dress. There she is. Oh, not just that. You can make a tunic, handbag, a little hat. That's not bad. A few things to do for kiddies. So this is a ruffled edge shawl. See, now I said mine was a shawl stroke wrap, and that somebody pointed out that shawls are pointed. A few people did, but they're calling this a shawl and it's a wrap. But I used to think that wraps were kind of more rectangular. But I suppose when years ago making baby shawls, they were always square. They'd just make them into a rectangle by doubling them over. But that's quite nice. I've just put my one up, my lacy one. If you haven't seen it already, I'll put a link at the end of the video. Pom-pom baby hat, that's quite cute. I always feel that hats need a bit of a brim though. I don't like to finish my hats unless I'm making ear warmers. I kind of like a bit of a ribby brim, that sort of thing. Plant pots. Then I might not. If you haven't got something that's waterproof inside, that's going to be a bit manky, isn't it? But you can use your baskets whatever you want. You've got the bobbly one or a smaller one. Oh, not the most attractive ones, I would say, but seen better. Striped tote bag, if you're making your tote bags. Sweet, petite amigurumi. So we've got little jobs here to make. Make a whole mini playset with Lily and Tilly, Bunny, Freddie Frog and Megan the cat. Okie dokie. If you're like, oh look, little bed. Little cute bed. This is called Light Cardi. It has got buttons, this one. It needs to be a darn sight longer for me. It does look pretty and sweet on her, but certainly wouldn't look like that on me. Just saying. A beaded shrug. If you're into your beading, it's a little bit of decoration. Do you like shrugs? I must admit, I mean, I did have one once when they were all the rage back in, I think it was 80s, early 90s. And it never went down very well. People always just say, oh, I don't like the way it hangs at the back sort of thing. I never wore it much. This is a beautiful baby dress according to the book. It does look quite nice. Nice and plain and easy. Should be quite easy to make. And what's that? Panda baby comforter. So what? A lovey, really. That's what it is. A lovey. Button up iPad cover. Does depend how big your iPad is as to how big you make that. Mine's quite a size. The big project. Okay, so we've got big ones now. We've got the Craft a Patchwork Jacket. It's a cardigan. Just saying. Well, has it got a name? I don't know. Bonus project. You can make me instead. Okay. I've done a bit of the dresses in it as well. But just the cardigan, I think. Yep. Crochet a layered blanket. Done lots of those before. There's quite a lot involved in that, so go over a lot of pages. Make a polar bear rug. I always think of them a bit of a trip hazard. I'm just being a bit picky. But having a great big head on it, you know. I suppose it's fun. Stitch a lacework tee. So that's this. Lots of young people's crochet fashions around now, don't you think? Simple bangle set. Sometimes I think these patterns that make up the book are a bit of a, really? That in here? Isn't really a pattern, is it? Make a stylish detailed jumper. Now that's not bad. It's not exactly the same row after row of the same sort of stitches. We've got a little bit of things going on. We've got a 3/4 length sleeve that doesn't seem baggy. So that doesn't look too bad. There it is in its splendour. What's that one? It's another kind of cardi. Row after row of trebles. Don't really like that though. But it's got a nice bottom. Although I'm not really keen on long sleeves that go like that. So I don't know. Not for me. This is the Craft a Cozy Pet Bed. One for kitty cat or one for the doggy. And a puffy. A buffet. Make a hooded blanket. That's quite nice. It does look a bit C2C, this one though. Don't know if it is. Don't say. Can't see it. Puff stitch. Maybe not then. It's quite nice actually. Craft channels to tune into. How many are they going to advertise? One. Probably affiliated to them. Craft edging. We've got edging. We've got sunrise lattice, blue braid, green two-loop, pink droplets, all sorts of different. If you're stuck for a border, that's not too bad. Crochet pockets. Is this the sandwich pocket? Not really. Oh, just putting a pocket on on a t-shirt or something. It's just a square. Why don't we just call it a square? We've got a lacy hexie, a solid hexie, a flower hexie, and a granny hexie. We've got socks. Splash buster socks. Make squares. More squares. For a blanket, perhaps. Create flowers. Put flowers on a quilt. Can you do quilting? I've never tried. I've never been one for sewing. I had a bit of my mother when I was young, her kind of episodes with her sewing machine put me off quite a bit. There was an awful lot of swearing involved in my mum's sewing, and stomping about and yanking it out and undoing ruffles and ruffles of bad stitching. So yeah, it put me off. But I'd like to be better at it. So we're making triangles as well. And swatches. Make swatches. Making bicoloured trebles. Horizontal ribs. So it's just techniques really. And we've got that. I quite like that. That's quite nice. I think it's more to do with the colours than the design, because it's basically squares put together. We're going to be about Tunisian crochet. I was going to give this away, and I feel a bit bad giving it away if it's got a dodgy kind of vein. But you have to let me know if you think it's a good idea. This is broomstick stitch and amigurumi bits. A little bit dedicated to that. It's not a bad book, just should have finished it a little bit better. A mobile device cover. Let's call it a phone cover. It's like when they call watches a timepiece. It's like, oh, for goodness sake, just call it a watch, for crying out loud. When you do your exams at school and they say, we will go by this timepiece and this timepiece alone, it's a clock. That's all I say. Anyway, that's beside the point. And this is the book. It cost £9.99. What do you think? Worth it? It's stacked full of stuff. It really is. And there's lots there, lots for all different kinds of abilities, whether you're new or expert, or things to stash your bust your stash, even things that are just a little... what's the word? Scrap yarn projects. You could get a few out of here. Sometimes they're little scrap yarn projects, I just think they're making up the numbers with these little tiny things that are, no one really wants to make. Anyway, that's just me. So what do you think? I was going to say I'll do this as a giveaway, but let me know if you think it's too dodgy to give away. I'm not sure if I can take it back and get another one. Might be stuck with it. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.